boom, we are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy chick, Zach Elias. What's up, Zach?
Speaking of boy chick, you were 100% right. We watched the first episode turned into the first season. Red Oak's fire. Boy chick, he's the best character. Nash, the best character on TV.
Nash is very good. For people who don't know, last week we were talking about this show, Red Oaks, which somehow I missed, somehow you missed. Anybody I've told has been hitting me back with text.
It's perfect. I watched the first season. It's phenomenal.
It's great. It's very funny. I finished 3 seasons. Granted, the third season is only 6 episodes in 4 days. Yeah,
you're right. It's funny, but it's also a good titty show. Can't go wrong.
The boobs get less in the second and third season. Sorry to disappoint you.
Gina Gershon, who is my Elizabeth Shue to you. If this was the SATs, Elizabeth Shue is to Alan as Gina Gershon is to Zach. Fantastic older Jewish broad.
Is she from Jersey? She plays that role really, really well. Yes.
They're all from Jersey. The accents are great.
Well, we're back to Tuesday nights, 8:30, live on YouTube and Facebook. Download the episodes every Saturday, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes. We appreciate the love. Episode 71. Zach, I'm just going to go ahead and call it Step Right Up and... You want to finish that sentence?
Beat the Mets? Let's go with that because they suck something awful. The games don't start until the bullpen shows up. They're up right now, but I don't think it'll last. DeGrom has like 70 wins in his career. And there's a stat they've blown like 33 of his starts, something like that. It's pathetic.
I have thoughts myself. Sir, can we crack these beers? What are you drinking?
Sure. Amber Ale. Bird beer from
Michigan. Still the same crap, the Kalamazoo.
Into.
All right. I got something.
You got?
Yeah, this is a Long Island City beer project in Queens, New York, where the art is usually fantastic.
From the Long Island City projects?
It's called Party Crasher IPA. It usually is something pretty cool. The beer ends up being pretty mediocre, but I've had these before. Release the Kraken. Yamas.
Yamas, bottoms up, yeah. It's a Met fan. You better drink. The 8th inning on gets rough.
So, look, I know a lot of people, like my aunt right now is watching this, and, you know, if you don't really live in New York or follow the Mets, there is something special. Like, look, we're going to talk about the Orioles just a little bit.
Special, like how you can't use the hard R anymore, or?
Zach, I was watching that game last night, and when the Mets are up 2-0 in the 7th or 8th inning, and they bring the bullpen in, I'm literally sitting there like,
there's the Gonzaga game.
There's no way they're going to blow this. And not only did they blow it, they lost by 3 runs.
As I've said before, you haven't been watching this team. That's my mantra. And he's going to be good on the Mets. Lindor's going to hit 212 this year. You haven't been watching this team. The whole thing sucks.
You know, when you say you haven't been watching, that always reminds me of George R.R. Martin, the writer of Game of Thrones, always has been telling to the people who don't, Zach.
Don't pander to the lowest common denominator. We're a very intelligent audience.
He always said, if you think this show is going to have a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. And granted, it was because the writing sucked because he didn't do it, but it was always one of those good things. Like, people who think the Mets are good or going to win don't know the history. I mean,
you want a happy ending, go to 8th Avenue. Don't watch the Mets.
Hey-o!
Yeah.
Zach, now, I actually want to pose this question seriously to you or to anybody. The Mets, which I looked this up today, they are spending $190 million this year. Granted, $159 million are on the active payroll versus...
And $1 million's on Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, and Brett Saberhagen making $250,000. I saw that on the list too.
Awesome.
Didn't know that. But a lot of deferred contracts happen. Just it's not that bad. Now, my Baltimore Orioles, are you sitting down? Active payroll, what they're paying this season is $57 million. Only 24 of that is going to players who actually play for the Orioles this year. They are giving Chris Davis 21 and Alex Cobb $10 million to pitch for another team. Zach,
hey, Playboy, is there a question in here? What's going on?
Not done. Zach, I think the Orioles are onto something. We should start paying our bad players to play for other teams. I mean, is that a horrible solution?
Yeah, the Mets are doing it. Matt Harvey, for you guys.
You're not paying him, though. The question is, who would you rather be? Would you rather have my payroll and have no chance, but maybe get there every now and then? Or like literally go in with $190 million?
Or am I a fan?
Open-ended question, sir.
Well, if I'm the owner, I'd rather have your payroll. But if I'm a fan, I guess I would take the Mets because they've made 3 appearances in my lifetime, and the O's have made 1, but I was real little. So
Oh, we had a good chance to win a couple of times where I would actually go as far to say that you weren't winning in 2015 versus the Royals. You just weren't.
You absolutely were. That asshole blew like 8 saves.
Which asshole was that?
Familia. And same with the 2000. Your boy, Benitez, shat the bed. Jeter ate him up. How's that go for you? Jeter eats you guys up too when you were good. Mr. Tony Tarasco, super fan.
Jeffrey Mayer up there.
Exactly.
Zachy, $43.3 million going to Lindor this year. It just blows my mind. It's just...
Yeah, it's not the only thing he's going to blow. This guy.
Oh, my God. So... I really thought you were going to say step right up and greet the Jets because maybe you have some positive stuff happening in the future. Thoughts?
No, nothing positive about any of that. How that went down. Well, the whole thing. Yeah, he sucked.
No more Darnold.
I know. So we get the new Darnold. We get this year's Darnold. They never get it right. They haven't gotten it right since they drafted Namath. They've had one good quarter. Well, ish. Pennington was fine. Only good quarterback in my lifetime for the Jets was Testaverde. For like 3 years. That's the list.
You know who he played for before he was a Jet?
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Oh, wait, did we get him after you?
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone got him.
He was the Ravens starting quarterback. Teams. Yeah, he was our guy when we were the initial 1996 franchise.
Yeah, that was before. And yeah, so you can great in '98.
How's my sloppy seconds taste? Good?
Mediocre at best with a little old bay. Not good. So
Zach!
Anyway. Yeah, no, the Darnold, fine, good. Get him out of there. We're going to draft the next Darnold because they don't know what the hell they're doing. I would have kept Darnold for this year and given him and the public a definition of success. Figure it out, guy. Go win 10 games or you're out.
10?
I don't know.
Are you saying like 17 now? 17 games, so you want 10?
Go win 10. Go post a number out there, and if he misses it by 1, he's gone. But at least you know that in my job, they can define success. In your job, maybe
self-employed.
Give me a good rub down, or I'm not Venmoing you. Whatever how you people get down.
Do you know I had a patient one time that owed me money and literally sent me half of it and said I didn't think you were that worth the full amount, but because my husband also sees you and likes you, I'm giving you half the amount. I was like, truthfully happy to get anything, but at the same time, I was like, you can't do that.
Put that on your shirt. Happy to get anything.
You can't go to a restaurant and be like, the food was just okay. Try that.
Why not? Why not? Because society says not to.
Do it.
Maybe we should try.
You want to? Where do you want to go? Chipotle?
Well, Chipotle, you get roughed up. You get a coli at Chipotle. But, we all live in the world of decent society. Maybe we should start paying doctors whatever we think is fair, like a museum.
It doesn't work like that. But let's keep the segue going. I have so much to talk about.
Why? Did Hippocrates also have a billing section? How do you know how it works? Do no harm, but invoice.
I know. Well, first rule of medicine is do no harm. Second rule is make sure you collect the copay.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Now, this is actually, I just saw today, so that maybe you didn't get to this yet, but I guess I'm going to call him a Jet, because I remember Brandon Marshall as a Jet, but did you see him trending today for all the wrong reasons?
No, he's throwing hands to the Jet. He was good with the Bears.
He went on a rant where he has a show or something with Chad Ochocinco and some other guy, and he stood up and was screaming. No, he was so passionate about how the NBA, their contracts are not guaranteed. They're like us. That team can just cut you and not pay you and this. And now while the NBA does have something called not guaranteed contracts, all NBA contracts are guaranteed. He looks like an asshole.
NBA contracts are only voidable when the player stands up and cuts themselves and demands to go to one of these 3 teams, and it works.
You have to see this clip of him screaming, and Ocho Cinco is the voice of reason being like, dude, I don't think you're right. And Marshall is like yelling at the top of his lungs. It is aggressive.
We have to call him Ocho Cinco. Is that his name forever now? I can't go back to Johnson.
Don't you remember he actually legally changed it?
I know he legally changed it. That doesn't mean I have to abide by it. Do no harm.
Keeping up the football theme, love it how we're segueing here. Tell me you saw, I don't think the episode has aired yet, but the Aaron Rodgers on Jeopardy.
It did air. It aired yesterday.
It did. Okay, so it did. I saw it over the weekend. The you know what I'm talking about? The final
The
answer.
guy who wrote like why'd they kick the field goal.
No,
he was pretty good.
No, because that's not how you answer the question. All questions have to be answered in the who is or what is. And when the guy had no chance of winning or whatever, and so for people who don't know, like Ron Katz is watching, Aaron Rodgers hosting Jeopardy.
Well, I assume he doesn't know. He can't watch an intelligent show like Jeopardy. He's more
very busy. He works very hard for a living.
Wheel of Fortune guy.
But basically, the fact that Aaron Rodgers, who said he would love to be the host of Jeopardy at some point again, he was terrible. He looks like he's never had a camera on him ever.
Going to be the quarterback of the Jets.
I could see the Jets signing him in like 5 years.
Oh,
that would be the Jetsiest thing ever, like a Favre again.
Oh yeah, he's Wilson's replacement.
But the end of the thing, the final Jeopardy, where Aaron Rodgers was being trolled by the guy who didn't know what the answer was, and he wrote, "Who wanted to kick the field goal at the end of that game?" And Aaron Rodgers just laughs. That was hysterical, because if you know the joke is, but the way he wrote it in the form of the question, I thought with all-time trolling job was one of the best things I've ever seen.
It was good. It was very good. It was very good. It was right up there with the answers that would have been on Celebrity Jeopardy on SNL.
They're not that clever. Absolutely not. Celebrity Jeopardy it was just always like, oh, you're a Dick Trebek.
Burt Reynolds was great.
Norm Macdonald's fantastic.
And Burt Reynolds was incredible.
Yeah. So, Zach, keeping up this game show theme, if you could be on and or host any game show, what would it be?
I mean, I'm married 10 years, so clearly the dating game. Or Singled Out. Dating game? Singled Out. Singled Out was better because you at least get Carmen Electra or Jenny McCarthy.
You're married for 10 years. You don't get to be on that show.
I know that was the whole thing. What would I be on if I could?
Yeah.
I would want to be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but only with Regis. Dig him up.
Hey, he's busy. He's not going to make it.
He's going to make it. For me, he'll make it. Because you'll win $1 million, but you could also win a shit ton of money for knowing that the sky is blue. You could win 80 grand for knowing nothing. And then just walk. Julia Guts. That's a great answer.
Just to talk to Mo?
Well, Mo's a smoke show. I wonder how Mo held up. I wonder what Mo looks like right now. I'm picturing she's still in the little tight referee outfit.
Joanne saying supermarket sweepstakes is great because honestly, Samantha also said supermarket sweep, where I would want to be on the old version. I tried watching the new one with Leslie Jones and it didn't really do it for me. It was just a little too
Anyway, I know what you mean. So the question also, would I want to go for the money or go for the fun of being on the show?
Oh my God.
The fun of being on the show. No, you asked an honest question. I'm giving you an honest answer. The fun of being on the show, then it's either let's make a deal, old school, or the Price is Right, where anything goes. Because you could do the putting thing. You could do the dice game and the Price is Right. It's bedlam.
Wait, that's your number one is the putting one? Plinko is not your number one on Price is Right?
No, I want to putt. I want to putt with Bob Barker and have him say to me, that was not nice and easy. So
the price is wrong, Bob.
Well, there's that. We might rumble. But yes, Plinko, while there's the excitement of Plinko, I think I'd have a puncher's chance at the putting one. Solid putter.
Gotcha. I think maybe not next episode, but the one or two after that, we'll do another poll the audience on favorite game shows, and maybe we'll do a what would you like to host, what would you like to be on.
The audience sounds really dirty. The whole concept of polling your audience is all the pieces are there. So what
POLL, not POLE, Zach. What would I want to be on or do? Yeah. I think my answer is actually the same for both. It's Family Feud. I think Family Feud is...
Who's hosting? You want Richard Dawson making out with you? Just planting one on your lips?
They've made fun of him so much. I actually was really into the Louis Anderson one because he looks miserable going, what is your question for this? He looks
just as bad these days. I don't think he's going to die in Coming to America.
Do you remember when he had his cartoon on? I think it was Fox.
Yeah, Life with Louie. It was great.
It was great. It was really, really good. But no, I actually was thinking, because we were talking earlier about trivia and whatnot, of maybe one of these days we'll actually do a little game show or something like that. But you threw out the dating game.
The Snyders versus the Eliases, Family Feud.
It would be way too. First off, it's Snuggies because we're not married.
The what?
My girlfriend's last name is Muggy, and my last name is Snyder, so the abbreviation is Snuggie.
Oh, I would lose that real quick. But I meant with the Snyders, you, your sister, your mom.
Oh, just kidding.
Family Feud, not Yeah.
I thought you meant that. I think that would be a little much, but what I'm saying is you said the dating game. Zach, whose leg do I got to hump to get Jenna on live one of these for some dating game questions between just the two of you? Not right now. Not right now. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Okay, well then the answer to that question is my leg.
I will hump all over your leg. Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
Come here.
Let's ask Jenna. Let's see if
she's
she's
down. You want to do the dating game.
She can't hear me because your headphones are in, but just to say, Jenna.
You want to do the dating game.
Let's do it.
Not right now, but next week, can we get you to do a live Boozer Daddy dating game to see how well you...
wear red. We look like idiots. We look like the Bobbsey twins over here.
I didn't get the memo. It was dressed like your...
Julia should be in gray. We'll be the red...
Hey, I'm the host of
Rockets
this. Just let you know.
Gray
Red
Rockets.
Jaguars?
What?
I don't remember what it actually was. But all right, so just let Jenna know next week we're going to be doing this. Okay, I don't know if she can still hear me. Dating game, and just so you know, there will be questions, but you have to say whoopee when you're talking about that.
Well, you got to say whoopee. By the way, what's whoopee?
It's a cushion that you sit on.
No, that's not the right answer. If you've seen Mallrats.
All right, tell her I said thank you. We will definitely. This is going to be hysterical. I can't. Anybody who has any great questions for Zach and Jenna, definitely hit me up with that. That was going to be good, Zach.
Yeah.
Very nice. You did hear, I guess I'll tell a story anyway next time. So earlier you mentioned Old Bay. I know you're not that big of a Facebook person. Somebody sent me the link. Did you click on the Old Bay link that I posted on Facebook this week?
Yeah, it was funny and or sad. No.
Well, don't you?
I
no,
don't.
You didn't. Basically, the story of Old Bay. Ron Cat is right. That is the newlywed game, not the dating game. So you're right. Dating game was like door number 1, door number 2.
I stand by my original answer. The dating game, not the newlywed game. I want some bimbo from the mall.
We're doing the newlywed game with you and your wife of 19 years?
Something like that.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
It's a long time.
All right. So this article that came out in the Jewish Times about the origin of Old Bay. So Old Bay, obviously from Baltimore.
My takeaway, you get a subscription to the Jewish Times, you big heeb?
No, somebody sent it to me. It wasn't Jewish Times. It was My Jewish Learning. Sorry. But somebody sent...
because that's a much better periodical.
Somebody sent this to me. Anyway, story of the guy. I'll give you a 3-sentence Cliff Notes. German guy in Germany basically comes forward because when they said we're confiscating guns, I was like, yeah, take my guns. They're like, oh, by the way, concentration camp for you. Somehow he gets out of concentration camp, goes to Baltimore, immigrates there, ends up making
I'm not sure that's much safer.
He ends up making Old Bay in Baltimore, and the end of that's it. He's a Jewish guy who made Old Bay basically in spite of.
Did you just freeze? It's like a cliffhanger. It's like a blonde walks into a bar with a 2-foot salami and just, oh, there you're back. You back? No. So some guy escaped Auschwitz, made it all the way to Baltimore, and his end game there was just to make mediocre condiment.
Things happen. Mediocre condiment?
It's okay.
Okay. No, but his it was kind of a good story. Guy was an escapee from Buchenwald, and then he ended up going to Baltimore, and he started. Yeah, seriously, right?
Good for him. Yeah,
I think it's impressive.
Oh, you do in Baltimore very impressed with your Old Bay.
It's good, Zach.
It's fair.
Somebody the other day goes, I've had Old Bay. It's like Goya. I was like, no, it is not.
Goya or Goyish? Neither. Apparently neither. Who knew? You frozen again? Okay. About me, thank you for asking. So I'm a hot mess tonight because my mother, who I love, and Zoe's Grammy, it was Zoe's birthday, and she got all kinds of great gifts and such. Yet my mother decided to go off book for one of them. She got her a bike. She got her all kinds of good stuff. Dayenu. But no, that wasn't enough. She had to get her an ant farm. Now, the ants came originally. My mom didn't open it in timely fashion, so she promptly killed the ants. So now we had a farm with no ants.
Did they go marching one by one? Hurrah!
They did. I played that song tonight until I got very upset, but we'll get on to that. So then the ants came tonight. Back up. Ants take 2. They're red, not black. So we wanted black ants. Yeah, those ants.
Take 3.
Exactly. Take 3. So on the ant vial, it said ants. These ants do sting. Have an adult present. Great. So we set up the ants, and my daughter is not thrilled. There were tears.
What does she want them to do?
Not escape and bite her, obviously. Just
well, yeah, I'm with Ron. Red ants are like fire ants. Those are the ones that definitely bite.
Yeah, no kidding. They warned you about that too, but I guess they're better for the farm. I don't know. I wasn't involved in the purchase. So we had to set it up with the food and Cheerios. And does anybody on this thing want an ant farm? Because I will happily take it to your location.
No. Who eats ants? What animal eats ants?
An anteater?
Well, that's an uncircumcised man, right?
Yeah, or it's just a creative name. So we have an ant farm, and our house is just bedlam right now.
Your mother is really, really nice. Why? Why did she do that?
Well, she can answer you in the chat. Why? Because she likes to go off book or be the wonky Grammy who gets ants. I don't know. I got news for you. If her grandmother, Gert, there's a name that hasn't come back, got her ants, all hell would have broken loose in that house. Don't get live bugs. Yeah, Gert.
I feel like Gert is just short for Gertrude, right?
Have either of those come back to life? Some name is just... You know a 6-year-old named Gertrude? No way.
No, but I definitely met little ones named Rena and whatnot. You're like, oh, look, it's Rena and Myra. Sometimes they come around, and I haven't met an Alan in a long time.
Yeah, that sort of died in the 90s.
80s.
80s?
I'm from the 80s.
Ish.
Yeah.
Maybe. So yeah, we have an ant situation here.
Wow, that sounds horrible.
I'm offering them for free or best offer.
Well, Joanne says if you water them, that'll help, or else they're going to die. So
I'm fully aware. No, if you water them, they will die. They tell you if you use too much water, they will die. So they give you the out in the manual. They explain how to make the problem go away.
Are you more of a Bugs Life guy? You're not into ants?
I'll water the shit out of them too. Meanwhile, she didn't love the giant ant in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but was sad when he died. So we'll see what she's sad when these ones die. In no time.
We went down a rabbit hole the other night about how great Rick Moranis was. He is in no less than 10 great movies.
My daughter thinks Rick Moranis is in every movie.
Because that's all you play for her?
Well, we've seen all the Honey, I Shrunks. We saw Little Giants.
Flintstones?
No, but also we had an internet outage and couldn't get anything on demand. And my DVD collection is not all kid-friendly. So we watched Spaceballs.
You mean Debbie Does Dallas isn't kid-friendly?
Debbie does a lot of things. So we also watched Spaceballs, which she loved. But literally every movie that we toss on for her from the 80s is Rick Moranis haven. So she thinks that he's just prolific, which he is. My Blue Heaven is gold. My Blue Heaven is phenomenal. Ron Katz for the win.
Never heard of it.
I love my Blue Heaven is
it's a Shonda.
It is a Shonda. That's a must watch tonight if you can find it. However, dude, you give me all. We're right. Both of us are correct. My Blue Heaven, really, really good.
All right.
Steve Norton, Rick Moranis. What more do you need? And Carol Kane for a hot minute.
I will try to get to that movie. I will try. I said I'll try. I have a movie for you now. Zach, you and I are very similar in the movies that we like, but you and I stick to comedies. I saw a movie the other. Well, I wouldn't even call it action, but somebody just told me, "Oh, have you seen on Netflix? It came out, I think, last month. It's called I Care a Lot. Have you heard about it yet?"
I have heard about it actually. Someone in my office told me to watch it.
Thumbs up. Now, really? I liked it. Everybody I know has been like, it was stupid and or predictable, but it's like a psychological thriller.
But people watch this.
Yeah, a ton of watchers and listeners. Zach, for me, I thought it was good. It had a couple of twists, but you have to stay away from any type of trailer and or spoilers. And
I'm not doing that. I don't spoil. I don't.
No. But I'm saying you need to watch it ASAP because it's one of those where it has. I thought I have ADD like nobody's business, and it kept me focused for 2 hours nonstop.
Okay, I'm gonna bang out Red Oaks, and I'll watch that before I get back into that Kim's Convenience, which is cute.
Kim's Convenience horrible.
No, it's not. It's cute.
Yeah. No, but I just wanted to throw that out there because that was something that I saw recently. I thought was good.
Oh God, look at you with that microphone. That is not a good. Someone take a screenshot. This is gold. Um, yeah. So I care a lot. I'll take a look. I'll check it out. And Red Oaks is good. Ron Cat's enjoying Red Oaks. Yeah, Red Oaks is very. It checks all the boxes. It's got 80s. It's Jewish, East Coast Jersey. That could have been when my grandparents took us. They were country club people.
Paul Reiser, most believable character ever, right?
Absolutely, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's. I'm not even that into him, but I'm like, I believe everything that's happening on screen.
That into him, like you might have a poster of him on your wall. It's like Paul Reiser.
I didn't think Mad About You.
Mad About You was cute. It was okay. It's tough that it came out in a time where the golden age of sitcoms, Seinfeld and Friends and Frasier, and Mad About You just got lost in the noise. But it was good. It was fine. Actually, it wasn't good. It was okay. It was believable. They were believable as a couple. Mad About You, more so than half the couples on TV.
In the news this week, did you hear there is a shortage on ketchup packets?
I did. I heard that today on New York One. I get a lot of my news from New York One.
I heard that today, and I was like, "Wait, what?" So there's not a.
They got Pat Kiernan, who's still doing his reading the newspaper shtick. It's fantastic. Oh, you again. Yeah, I watch New York One in the mornings because they got Pat Kiernan and that cute Jewess who wears her kids' names as a necklace, which is really a turnoff, but she's still cute. But go on with your catch-ups.
When I was still plugged in, tell me Pat Kiernan and the little Jewess, they're banging, right? Like, they're definitely, the flirting that happens between them is insufferable.
It's sufferable. It's fabulous. Yeah, I think they're banging. Or neither one of them are wearing pants, and there's definitely hand stuff going on under the table. While he's reading the newspaper. Reading you the newspaper. He's been doing this for 15 years, 20 years. It's fantastic.
Hear me or not. Cool.
I hear you.
Ketchup package shortage, which I thought was pretty funny. Anyways, tonight for.
Oh God. Just email me the questions. Look at you. Ron Cat's wife dated Paul Reiser in college. It's pretty good. What college?
I don't know. He'll respond.
Brandeis.
All right, Zach. Question number 1: McDonald's trivia.
Is there a theme of McDonald's? Okay, go on. Yeah.
McDonald's trivia. McDonald's has admitted how many.
7.
Plus or minus 10?
I missed the whole question. You froze.
How many cows in a McDonald's hamburger? Plus or minus 10?
How many cows?
They've admitted to a number. Like parts of a cow can be found in any hamburger.
Parts? I don't know. Plus or minus 10? Which means it's a huge number. 30 cows.
Correct answer was 100 cows.
What does that even mean?
It means that they've said like 100 cows can go in. Now, I don't know what a normal number is because they know they grind all the stuff up, but I thought that was a lot. Yeah?
That's an obscene amount. Like, what part of 100 cows equals one McDonald's hamburger? Oh, question the second.
Question the second. Plus or minus 10. What percentage of children... I
miss the days where you go to McDonald's ball pit and had dirt and razor blades in it, and it was just gold. You went in there, just got hepatitis. What's the question?
Question the second. What percentage of children recognize Ronald McDonald? Plus or minus 10?
Children? Worldwide or nationally?
Nationally.
Recognize Ronald McDonald. What do you constitute as a child? What age does this one stop?
Oh my God.
You gave me plus or minus 10. All right, great. 75%. Dead air.
96%.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot, right? It was second to Santa Claus. Santa Claus got more.
But a 2-year-old doesn't recognize Ronald McDonald. So where are we getting this data? What mall are they polling these kids in? This is brutal. Question 3.
I found it all online, Zach. It is what it is, okay?
It is. Question 3.
Question the third.
Hmm.
What percentage of American kids eat fast food on a daily basis?
Daily?
Daily. Plus or minus 10.
Oh, really? That's bad. 40%. We're a fat country. I haven't been to McDonald's in a really long time.
A
Why
third
will
of
it
the
be better when you
population.
move? How much?
A third of the
33%?
population. 33%.
So what did I say? 40%? So I got that one. Why will it be better when you move to Jersey, Julia? The internet's better in New Jersey? You got good internet there?
Apparently that's the case. All right, Zach. Question number 4. One in how many Americans are said to have worked at McDonald's? I'll give you.
This is bad news, Bears. This is like watching dial-up. Like when you're trying to get like porn 1996 and it just like showed staggered, pixelated. What was the question? Oh my God. Julia, can you just type me these questions?
One in how many Americans have said to have worked at McDonald's? It's a single digit plus or minus 2. One in how many people?
McDonald's only, not fast food in general. Not. I would say 1 in 7.
7.
7. Is that right? Oh my God, this is going tits up fast. Is 7 right? Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, Queen. All right, question 5, and then just put a bullet in me. Go on. Ugh.
Ready?
No, sure. I don't know. Yes.
So this one surprised the shit out of me. McDonald's acceptance rate for a job plus or minus 10% on an application to be accepted to work at the restaurant. Blew my mind, Zach.
That's
blew my mind, this one.
20% acceptance rate.
Correct answer was it was lower than Harvard's acceptance rate, which is 7%. McDonald's applications was 6.3% to be accepted to get a job. Dude, I have no idea.
Who's getting rejected? I mean, I've been to not a lot. I don't go to much fast food, and you eat a lot of Popeyes. But who's being rejected if that's what they're accepting? Because what I've seen there has not been Harvard material.
I'm just saying, I heard this. I was like,
every time you freeze, you look like Tucker Carlson. Sort of like confused white guy look.
All right, Zachy.
All right, I'll take us out. That wraps it up here, folks, at Allen Stadium. Good night and good luck. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Daddy loves you.
I love you too. Good night. This was rough.